All right, so we're gonna take the. Hold up. We are gonna take the 1-game duck hunt break right now, and we're gonna look at this one Lucina match from Tater, who's talking about improving his neutral. So I'll see. I'll be the one to decide, have you been improving your neutral or not? And we'll see what options you choose. Oh. But yeah, Marth Lucina, Falcon, very classic matchup. Basically, Falcon's fast, but Marth and Lucina have a big giant destroyed and sword. So it's really hard for him to get in, but because of Falcon's speed, he can kind of like look at the parts where you whiff, and then he can just get in and punish you immediately. That's always been the hallmark of the matchup. So same thing here. The big difference is that like now Falcon has a much easier combos to kill Martha and Lucina. So if this is the current patch, we should see that. But if he doesn't get that, then you can edge guard Falcon like crazy. So he can just pop immediately. So let's see if you take advantage of that. Okay, so one thing I can immediately tell you right off the bat is that so the luxury of playing Marth and Lucina is that you can be very mashy with them. They are very, very safe in like so many different scenarios. And if you're fighting specifically an opponent that likes to stay very, very grounded, you can mash the crap out of using Dancing Blade. Like Dancing Blade will catch like basically spot dodges. It's a very good mix up on shield too. And especially like if they're throwing out a lot of attack. So if you're like tech chasing them, just like throw out like 2 of those like dancing blades, so that way you can just like kind of like cover their get up when they're doing that as well. So like implement that into your gameplay, and you should find a lot more consistent like punishes versus going for like that short hop fair that you're doing. Yeah, be very careful how you drift with that nair, but good thing you did catch him. A little bit late. Again, like if you threw in the dancing blade there instead of that grab, you would have gotten a little bit more off of that. Like again, going for dancing blade versus a grab, dancing blade would have like hit him, sent him off stage, and you probably would have killed him off of that. So you got to really think about your punishes that you're getting off of these interactions. I'm muted. I shouldn't be muted. Okay. Yeah, you need to be watching your opponent. You need to watch him a little bit more. But kind of you going for that up tilt and getting like immediately punished, that's the hallmark of the matchup. So it's like you need to be very careful where you're placing your buttons against just any fast rush down characters. Do not be afraid. No, no. Okay. Whenever you're fighting a Falcon, you just need to run off and then just like jump nair or just jump fair. Like he can't do anything against Martha and Lucina off stage. Like he just has to die. That's his only option there. And like your sword is disjointed enough that you have like 0 risk of getting hit by up B. Like just kind of to drive a point home. Where's Captain Falcon? There he is. Like this is his up B hitbox. It's this. There we go. You see that? You can hit his arm. He's not fully protected. That's what he has to work with. Now, as a Lucina player, you have access to this absurd move that comes out frame 6. This completely outranges that. He just dies. You got that? And you also have this. So you can just nair and then, you got a free spin thing. And not only that, like it swings 3 times in front of him, in front of her too. So you have 0 reason to be afraid of a Captain Falcon off stage. Just go in there and get that punish. And like at 97, he just would have automatically died. He got a really lucky hit attack in there. Yeah, that was a little bit uncalled for. Because he wasn't really in a position to get, to even roll there. Oh god, that was really bad. Because like the way, like the area that you jumped there. I feel like I missed something. Let's just go back here. Yeah. So like if he was just like trying to do option coverage and just like fell down with a nair, he would have caught your jump, and then it would have been really easy for him to just kind of tap you and then just kill you there. So be very careful about how you're using your jumps. Like see, like there, now you have your resources, so if he does hit you, as long as you got your jump, you're gonna live. Also, just watch your opponent a little bit more. You could have just killed him with a back air. Yeah, so that was a really good like stall from him, but you went off way too early. So okay, so let's look at this. So he's gonna hit your way. Okay, so you need to keep in mind how long it's going to take for him to change his momentum and come back. So going off here, you're going to have to use your resources way too early. So this is where you go off stage, and then you just go down and jump. And see, like you would have had more than enough time to respond to any timing mix-up you would have done, but you went way too early. So that's what cost you there. Oh boy. You actually had enough time to throw out a counter there. Oh yeah, no, like just keep yourself safe. Stop like putting yourself in harm's way. Like you can't just auto snap to the ledge there. Also, you have Dolphin Slash. Like you have much better things. You could have even just gone for like a F smash there. Again, I don't know why you went for down air there. You could have just gone for a back air. That was really funny. Like at this point, like any attack's gonna hit him, so you just might as well just throw out like some safe F tilts. Again, you're putting yourself like more in danger there. So that's kind of the thing that you kind of want to do is this. So you get the hit there. What you want to do is you want to dash back. And then you want to like stay in like this kind of range here, and you don't want to go past this distance. You don't want to go back past this, because there, if Falcon decides to dash and do any attack at all, you will be in range to like go back and whiff punish any of it. Anything closer puts you in range for him to just automatically whiff punish you. And that's something you need to keep in mind. This is the spacing you want, and you do not want to move past this pace until he commits to something that you know you can punish, or if you can know you can just like kind of set yourself in a more favorable situation. But because you decided to dash in there, then that's why you got punished. Again, the grabs really don't do you much favors, so don't do like Lucina allows you to mash, so you might as well mash. Okay, oh, you had at least the right idea, but honestly, you could have just gotten a better punish by going. Like, the thing you need to remember about F Smash is this. Great for killing, but it leads to nothing else. So, if you do, like, your other attacks, like, let's say you decided to cover, like, with back air or, like, an F tilt or something like that, or, like, turn around down tilt, and then you can lead that into a lot more moves, which can lead into a lot more damage, which can lead into the edge guard, that can lead to a stock. An F Smash is not going to lead to much besides, like, a reset on the ledge, so I wouldn't really remind that. Yeah, I mean, we don't play a character that allows you to mash, but this is a character that allows you to mash. Yeah, so he crossed you up pretty nicely there. Honestly, that was a really hard cross-up to get. Like, look at that. Like, he had no space to work with, and that somehow still crossed up. Props to him for getting that. But yeah, I mean, overall, the risk reward here wasn't worth it. Even if you did him with Dolphin Slash, he wouldn't have died. So, like, just going for, like, a bear out of shield or something, and then just, like, resetting, controlling center stage, that would have been the best thing to do there. But yeah, no, overall, like, it doesn't, like, understand the punishes you need to go for, what footsies and spacing is, especially in this matchup, and you don't understand the timing for edge guards. So, what I would recommend doing is, honestly, for this matchup, just fight like a level 9 CPU Falcon. Like, at least if you want like the offline sensation. And like just focus on edge guarding him. Just practice that so you can understand the timings of when to go off and actually hit him. I mean, obviously, they're going to recover slightly different compared to like player characters, but you'll at least understand how to punish up, because that's a very easy move to punish with Martha Lucina. That's not going to change too much. The other thing too is understand your flowcharts for Martha Lucina. Implement more like Dancing Blade into your gameplay too, so that way you kind of understand where you can use it. Like especially when you fight a grounded opponent, there's just so many instances you can use it out of dash. Really good punish there. I didn't even see you use down tilt at all, which is a very good like poking tool, and that can lead to a lot of things, like a lot of tech chase scenarios. And you should just like understand how to carry your opponents. Like Falcon's a character that you can hit and you can just carry him off stage. So just kind of learn how her moves function, how you chain them together, and how you lead it to an edge guard, and you'll get a lot better for that. You honestly didn't respond too badly with like your jumps. Like your full hops to avoid certain attacks weren't bad, but it's just like the other parts of your gameplay were just like severely lacking. Like I understand like the Falcon matchup, the spacing game you need to play for that one feels a little bit weird compared to the other matchups. So just kind of get used to like being about here when he's over there. Like think about like you want to be about half of FD. This is kind of like where you want to dash dance, and then get used to just punishing him coming in from there. And then just focus on learning how to like fully maximize your combos, because she doesn't have like many true combos. It's strings, and just understand her strings function and how you put yourself in situations where you can cover basically everything and guarantee a punish off of it. And yeah, you'll get a lot much stronger Lucina for that. Like the good thing about playing this character is that she forces you to just focus on fundamentals, and like she really doesn't have like anything else that she can do. So once you get that into your system, you'll just be a better player for it. Do you have any other questions, Tater, before we move on to our next Duck Hunt match, which would be the Big Bucks? Okay, so this is part 2 of the Tater thing. So we're going to be talking about neutral and pressure. So this is the beginning of neutral. Nothing has happened. There's like nothing going on here. So this is basically a neutral stance. So pressure means like going in and forcing an option out of your opponent. Now this decision makes absolutely no sense, and we'll explain. Oh, okay. Let's get rid of the flares. Okay, so Falcon is a very grounded opponent. Like he's going to be dashing back and forth, like 90% of the time, or even more than that. He is not going to jump immediately, but you decide to jump over and full hop fair. So if this Falcon dashed back, he could have jumped up aired and then like up aired you across and probably carried you off stage and killed you. That's how baffling. I don't even know what decision you made to like come to this conclusion here. Like there, like he could have done nair, 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 and I think he could have comboed that into a knee, because he can do nair to knee. So at that point, he's an advantage, because he had frame advantage over you. So he could have probably gotten a follow up off of that. So yeah, like there, he just kind of called you out. And then, so there, that was a good situation of pressure right there. So let's look at this. So after that, and now you're going to F tilt him and you're going to hit him when he shields. So think about the options that he realistically has. So he could jump, but if you shield, then you'll be able to shield it and be completely safe. And then like you can dolphin slash that, unless like he crossed you up, but you could still dolphin slash in reverse and still punish him, or you could bury out of shield and probably punish him still. So like none of that would like realistically be safe for him. And you're basically in complete control of this scenario here, just because it's harder for him to get in. However, on his side of things, he does have the rest of the stage to work with, so he could dash back, and if you jump fair there, he could just punish you immediately. But like if, let's say he had to approach you, then while F-tilting his shield just creates so much pressure, and there's not too much he can do to punish you, but there's a lot of things you can do to him. So in this case, he goes for an attack, and just by jumping and nairing, you basically covered every single attack option he could have gone for. Like if he did an aerial, this would have caught him. Dash attack, this caught him. If he did like a tilt, that would have caught him. If he did a smash attack, this auto cancels, so you could have landed and then punished him as well. So like that just covered a lot of options right there. And then like there, you created more pressure, but like kind of to like show you like how much a difference of like using a different move would do. See, like you run, and then let's say you did if you did Dancing Blade, you probably would have been able to do the multi hits to like get him at the end because you did a spot dodge. Actually, no, he did that, so you just clanked with him. And see, look, that was perfect. You did the exact spacing that I talked about earlier. See, you're right here. You did the F tilt, and like let's say he drops shield. Now he decides to do this. Now you have the space to run away and go back and punish him. So that was all I was talking about before. But I don't know why you went for a jump fair. Like, because you decided to, you insist to go for a fair, you just keep whiff punishing him. Like, I don't know why you're doing this. You can literally just do like side B and just punish this and be done with it. Or you could dash down tilt, because down tilt would send him down. I don't know if it's instant tumble now, but you could down tilt and then put it into a tech situation where you can just keep chasing him afterwards. Like, you have so many better options to do than just that. And yeah, you do need to make sure you're full hopping against the Raptor boost. And to see, because of like rolls and spot dodges, that's the reason why you don't go for grabs. Because like, look at this. So, because he decided to roll or spot dodge, your grab completely whiffed, and he could just grab, back throw, and then go off stage and edge guard you. And like other characters can edge guard you a lot easier. But like, let's say you went for Nair in this case, or you went for Dancing Blade, you would have covered both of these options. But Nair would have been the most optimal, since that would cover roll, spot dodge, or just like any jump that he did. And it would be very safe on shield too. But now because you did that, now you got punished for it. And then that was just a bad guess on your part. So yeah, that kind of explains like the whole breakdowns of everything. Just like, do your decisions make sense? And a lot of these really just don't. You just got to think about like what type of pressure you're applying, what options do they have against you, what options do you have against them, and then how does your positioning affect that too, and their positioning against you. Also your resources, like he can take a lot more risks than you at 105%. But if like Falcon's back is in the corner and the percents are the same, then he has to be very careful, because like one hit can just lead to his death immediately because of the character he's playing. So just think about all those things into consideration and then formulate your game plans around that, and then you'll be good.